Yo, Hendo here with Average Dude Slowpitch. Today we're bringing you the Suncoast Ruckus Max Josh Kirsten 12-inch barrel model. We're excited to kind of get this out there. We've only so far swung the Austin Daw of the Suncoast Ruckus Max 2s, as well as that first competitive edge that dropped kind of after the ban. What we've found so far and kind of what we're expecting with this is they take 150 to 200 swings to really start to open up, get that exit velocity you want, be a little more forgiving. So we'll get out there, we'll throw the first 75 to 100 swings on it. If it feels like it needs more swings, we'll get a second session in before we come back and velo test it. We'll be sure to let you know what we decide to do there. However, before we take it out to the field, let's take a quick look at the specs and then we'll get you those swings and then back to the garage. And the Suncoast Ruckus Max Josh Kirsten is going to be a 12-inch barrel, 0.5 end load, two-piece model. It's got that thinner handle that most of the Suncoast have. I think pretty much all of the Ruckus Maxes have had it from what I remember. The knob itself isn't a small knob, anything like that. So for somebody who likes to drop a finger, you may want to get something like a knob cuff pyramid grip, something like that on there. But that's going to be totally personal preference. If you've used like the Juno knobs or something like that, it's not as thin as those. It's closer to kind of your standard DeMarini, Worth, Louisville, anything like that. Let's go ahead and get this out to the field, kind of see how many swings it takes to really get it going. Some of these Suncoast Ruckus Maxes like the Daw and the Honeycut have definitely taken us that 150, 200 swings to really feel it open up, which I would say isn't necessarily a downside. I prefer to BP my bats before gaming them anyways, but if you're somebody who wants to really just get out there and from swing number one, we're gonna go find out right now if this is gonna be the bat for you or not. There's what we want.
And you missed.
I'm gonna say, surprised so far. Very unexpected for it to feel this good compared to what we've seen with these Suncoasts, but that sweet spot is cooking. Yeah, not too much end load, easy through the zone. So far, pretty easy to control it. Okay, that was the first one. Okay, that ball traveled better than I thought, but that was the first one I really caught towards the end. Somewhere around here. Not that I expect any bat to feel great over there, but you get a very stiff feel there and you can tell you missed it. So that's the feedback you want to see. We'll just see honestly how big the sweet spot gets with more swings. There's that knuckleball. Again, people always say this tacky barrel makes a difference with that. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but that thing was filthy. But this thing, again, cutting the ball, feels pretty darn easy. You get great exit velocity.
Oy. Yeah.
It's a pretty good first swing.
One swing, felt good.
That was towards the end too.
Yeah.
There you go, Wally. Got a hold of that one.
Felt good. It's got that crack I like to feel when you hit the sweet spot. Not as forgiving as some of the bats we've had out here, but hit that sweet spot. It feels good. It's got that crack. It jumps off. Didn't hit as many on the sweet spot as I like, but felt good when I did.
Much bigger sweet spot than the Daw at this point. We're about 100 swings in, maybe slightly more. And all you gotta do is put some launch angle. This ball's absolutely fine.
I knuckled all the way out. And he went to the power alley. Did he? Yep.
Okay. This one, huge difference from the Daw for us. Or for me, I should say. The sweet spot, hot spot is definitely around this 12-inch barrel mark, but it feels like a much bigger sweet spot than we got with Austin Daw. Our Daw took around 200, a little more swings before the velo test to really feel good. This one again, 30, 40 swings in, felt good, and as we got closer to 100, I mean almost automatic. Easy to cut the ball, tack, give some good spin, or no spin, hey, you catch that one, and then add some launch angle, and the ball absolutely flies. So we'll get it back to the garage, velo test, see what we got for you, and check that final compression.
96 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour. 105 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour. 104 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour. 102 miles per hour. 101 miles per hour. 103 miles per hour.
Field swing and velo test complete with the Suncoast Ruckus Max Josh Kirsten. Let's go ahead and see where it's sitting compression wise. And probably 260, somewhere between that 275 and 250 mark, which is actually awesome to see. This thing performed a whole lot better early on than I expected. A lot of the Suncoast we've got have taken some swings to break in, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in the final thoughts. All right, let's go ahead and scale weight our 26.5 Josh Kirsten. And the 26.5 is coming at 26.35, no grips or anything like that on there. Knob cuffs, I mean, we've got the factory Suncoast grips. So just barely under sticker weight, 0.15 ounces. Nothing really too crazy there. All right, we're field swings, compression test, velo test, and scale weight complete here with the Josh Kirsten Suncoast. And all in all, very happy, pleasantly surprised. This thing was hot, a whole lot faster than I expected. Since swinging this one, we've also got to swing the Ryan Honeycutt. So between the Honeycutt and the Daw, those both took us nearly 200 swings to really feel like it was opening up. On this one, I felt like by swing 30 or 40, we were already able to find the sweet spot very consistently. It was getting pretty forgiving. Now again, with the Suncoast, if you catch real far up in the end or off the handle, it's gonna hurt your hands, it's gonna let you know. But personally, I like the feedback of knowing that I mishit the ball. But again, back to kind of that sweet spot. This is one that I actually would be pretty happy with pulling out of the wrapper and gaming right there from the start. Now, I personally like putting swings on my bats before gaming them. So what's nice about this is I can go out one quick BP session, 30, 40 swings, and now I've got a bat that's absolutely game ready. Are they all gonna be that way? That I'm not sure of. Again, we've swung the Honeycutt, we've swung the Daw, and now the Kirsten. This is the first one that's gotten hot that quick. Maybe it's an anomaly and they all do need about that 150, 200 swings, but from what we've got with this one, this would be one of the better options, the one we'd recommend for somebody who doesn't want to BP quite as much. However, I'll tell you with all three of the Suncoast, if you're willing to give them the time that they need, again, this one not quite as much as the others, they are gonna open up, they get really hot. All three of them we've been able to average triple digits plus with between that Daw, Kirsten, and Honeycutt. We'll try to grab a few more of the models they have as well, just so we can get them all tested for you. But if you're a thinner handle fan, 12-inch barrel, you want a two-piece, all that kind of stuff, and especially a two-piece that honestly to me doesn't feel crazy flexy either, this might be the model for you. So far it seems pretty durable. When we went and hit it a few extra times, honestly after the velo test and everything like that, it was about 40 degrees outside. We did leave the balls in the bat inside the night before, so they weren't cold or anything like that, but it was still 40, 45 degrees outside, and there's absolutely zero issues with this. With all the swings we've got on it now, the 125-ish I believe is where we're at. You still got the tacky barrel, which I really like the tacky barrels personally. So just something to keep in mind. We don't have a code for you here for the Suncoast. We decided to pick this up. However, we've got a good buddy who is a rep for them as well. So if you want to pick up one of these, just reach out to us either in the comments or head over to any of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram. We've got X, Threads, TikTok, whatever it might be, or even go to Average Dude Slo-Pitch. There's a contact us page and just get a hold of us. We'll put you in contact with him and he'll get you squared away. He's one of the best reps out there. With that being said as well, if there's something else you want to pick up, just head down in the description. We've got a bunch of links for you that'll give you nice discounts, expedited shipping, things like that. And if you need help with the ordering or you just want advice, whatever it might be, just again, contact us at any of those different means and we'll get you squared away. We'll get you our best deal that we can. We can offer you pretty cheap overnight shipping on a lot of stuff as well. So if you're ever in a hurry to pick some gear up, just let us know and we'll get you squared away. But all in all, we appreciate you watching the video. Have a great day.